Nā e hari te mea ko Quaid Cooper anake e rata ana ki te ahurea Maori e karapoti ana I aia. Tērā tētahi hōtaka motuhake te rere a whiowhio atu nei I Aotearoa e toru pō I te wiki ki Āwherika ki te tonga. Ko Kia Ora te ingoa o te hōtaka, e hara hoki I te mea mo te whutupōro noiho.
So we're back in the harbour, all still aboard. Somehow Cobus Wies's hair still looks exactly the way it did before we left. Snuggle, julle gewoonlik so lekker.
Like a real lioness, I was looking after my cub.
With us in the studio is Kia Ora's executive producer, Sean Everett, and presenter and former Springbok, Cobus Wies. Kia ora, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Kia ora.
So did you survive that ride?
Oh, you were brilliant. It was awesome. It was a brilliant view of the harbour. It was thrilling. It was nice. It was a bit cold, but it was good.
So you're TV presenters. What's your show about? It looks like a lot of fun.
Look, Sean is running the whole show with us as Kia Ora, but it's just keeping an update, giving feedback back home for the people back home watching the World Cup and cannot be here. But the downside, I suppose, is it's about between 5 and 5:30 in the morning getting up, which is evening back home. So, but it's good fun.
It's tough, that hour of the morning. How are you being received by the New Zealanders?
I've always enjoyed coming to New Zealand. I think from a sporting point of view, I understand exactly the passion in New Zealand, especially for rugby, because it's very much the same back home. I think the New Zealanders are overall very friendly people. I've been around now the past 2 weeks, from Gisborne to Rotorua to Wellington, back here in Auckland, and I've always enjoyed the Kiwis. I mean, I think they're friendly people.
So you've been here a few times.
Yeah, as a player as well, but now on the other side of the camera, and it's good fun being here.
After breaking our hearts in '95?
Yeah. It's, I hope, for your sake, we don't do it again this time around.
That doesn't sound very genuine to me.
Sorry, is that a confession? Is that a confession? Are you telling us you did poison us?
Well, there was lots of rumours going on in '95 that, the All Black side was poisoned, and then they blamed the referee in, '99, and then 2003 there was some other excuse. So I like the Kiwis, but you boys got to move on now.
Cobus, you've been here a few times. Sean, this is your first time here, isn't it?
First time in New Zealand, yeah. No, it's a great country, very friendly people. It's not quite the World Cup vibe I experienced in previous World Cups.
Not as much?
Yeah, it's actually been quite quiet coming into New Zealand. There's not much of a World Cup vibe. That's my first impression.
Because this is quite electric for us. Yeah, everyone's sort of raving a little bit about all the flags going around and the vibe that is around. So
yeah, it's been very quiet, but I mean the people in general have all been extremely friendly and helpful, and it's been great to be here so far.
And was it your idea for the show, Kia Ora?
The name, there was a group of us who came up with this. We've actually got 4 shows running throughout the World Cup, 3 back in South Africa. But Kia Ora was, the reason we came up with Kia Ora was we didn't want to just bring rugby to the South African people. We wanted to bring the New Zealand culture as well. So that's why we thought we would go with a traditional name for the show and then take that forward into back to South Africa.
Yeah, and you've got Maori elements in your show and a bit of Maori language as well?
We do, yeah. Yeah, we do. We've got little segment just trying to explain every episode. We'll give out a little term in Maori just for the guys back home to maybe learn some. Which would be great, yeah.
How are the audience reacting to that? Do you know you're getting feedback yet?
Yeah, we are. We're getting a lot of feedback from South Africa. Everyone's loving it. I think the colour pieces with regard to living in New Zealand or things to do in New Zealand has been more popular than the rugby on Kia Ora. So there's been a big interest in the country.
What do you think? There's quite a good, strong relationship between Maori and South African people. Because I can remember back in the 50s when Dani Craven brought the Springbok team over and they stayed down in Rotorua at Wahinemutu, and they formed a really solid relationship with our family down there, and they were friends all through, long years after that. What do you think it is about Maori and South Africa that there is kind of a bit of a relationship there that they have?
I think it's diversity in culture. I think we have it back home, and the same with you guys here. And also, I think the Maori people has been a big part of the culture. Is also rugby is a big part, and rugby as a sport is also, it brings cultures and nations together. It's a great binding and a great tool, if I can say that, to cross language borders, to cross cultural borders and so forth. So it's always been, and it's always been a natural thing. And because that I would say that love-hate relationship between us and yourself, and that mutual respect, it's always been, and I've said it all over the world, no disrespect to any of the other countries, but there is only one ultimate test, and that's the All Blacks in South Africa. There's a special element to that test.
Yeah, Quivers, you're ex-Springbok. How are the Springboks tracking at the moment in the World Cup? Are they looking likely?
Well, we came into this World Cup maybe a blessing in disguise, not having a great build-up, a great season, the All Blacks being the favourites, and rightfully so. We didn't have a great start against the Welsh. Take nothing away from the Welsh, they played exceptionally well. They took us down to the wire. But then again, if you look at all the big guns in the World Cup, their opening game, none had a great 80 minutes. The All Blacks had a good 40, and then Tonga, sort of pushed them, and so did England, and so did the French, and so did the Wallabies. So maybe it's a good thing for rugby. I think it's great that the smaller unions have caught up, and I think it's great for world rugby.
Kia ora kōrua. Thank you very much to you two. Just want to say that all the Maori women that I talk to, I have to say that we love the South African team and we love your accent. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you.
kia ora kōrua. Kia ora.
Thank you.
Thank you.